Welcome back everyone to another video of Raid Shadow Legends, and inside today's video guys we're going to be going over my account because I did a little bit of oopsie and I took off about 5 days of this game, mainly just to of course hang out with fam. Did not decide to grind anything, and not only did I miss out on a lot of stamina, which honestly hurt my account a lot more than I expected, especially for this game, which I guess it should have been expected to some extent, but also I did a couple oopsies on my accounts. So today we're going to be going over some mistakes that I ended up doing here, and pretty much what I was trying to achieve was just trying to build up my account and make it a lot better for, of course, just champions in general, and everything went absolutely wrong. So we're going to be going over that today. If you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out quite a lot here. Before we continue with the video, be sure to support my channel by clicking the link in the description and starting a new Raid Shadow Legends account. You'll also get $200 worth of free goodies, a legendary champion, as well as 4 awesome epics as you level up. Make sure to use the code Desert Queen as well to get another legendary if you want to, and this helps out not only just me but the channel a lot. So be sure to click that link and join me in Raid now. So far we've been doing pretty darn good on this game. After that little week break or so that I ended up taking, it of course has been a little bit of a task to do certain things here, but we got a lot of things on our account. There was like a double shard summoning type deal, so I did a lot of shard summons, or did a couple of my shard summons, came out with a bunch of epics here, and one of the few things that I made the mistake doing was absolutely not hardcore investing into a lot of these characters. I have a ton of epics, but I have not fully invested into them. And what I mean by this is some of them aren't even leveled up to 40 yet, and many of them aren't even leveled to 60. Recently I've been trying to go ahead and actually get their 5 stars just to get them to this level 50 mark, and then after I get them to 50 I need to start getting them to their 6-star mark to get them to 60. Well, what was happening and what had caused a huge problem on my account was I was not fully investing into my actual regular team. Granted, your regular team should be your first thing that you really want to go for, that I know about, and I got my starter champion done of course, and I had some of my regular team, but as I was doing this I stopped working on them entirely. As you see, I'm missing still a star on this character, I'm missing 2 stars on Uugo, who was recently missing 3 stars, or like 4 stars in general. I think today I got like 2 more stars up, and I'm still trying to grind more of them for it, but I have not been starting these guys. I have not been even putting them on good sets here. I've mainly been just popping on certain things, and I have absolutely started messing up my account. What I mean by this is someone highlighted it to me in my last video that I did for this, and it was more that I was paying attention to big old stars, weird looking sets here that seemed like they were good, and I was just getting them up. I was not paying attention to just getting the set itself or getting what you wanted and the substats themselves. Apparently substats and main stats are what really rule this game, and my issue was I was just going off a pretty cool rarity on gear, and that was it. I thought this was a good thing, for example this that we got out of one of the arenas, and I upgraded it ahead of time. I just put it on here thinking that, hey, the extra turn sounds like it's good, I can probably get another heal off here and that would make some sense. Obviously the character wants speed, so I thought this would be good as well, when in reality no, it was totally opposite. I messed up big time, and we're gonna see if we could try to at least fix it or go about on doing things. But alongside of this, another way I made a mistake on my account here was I was not focusing on my missions. When it came down to the missions here, I've only gotten 94 of these at least completed out of 286, and I've been on this game very consistently. The problem is with some of these missions, such as like this one here, I could technically get completed, right? Wrong, because since I have not been focusing them down, I've been missing a lot of the times when these keeps have been opened, and so I have not been able to actually use my stamina in places that they would be valued. In fact, I've only been using my stamina on the campaign here and consistently getting up my units. This has been a great system, at least the stage 3 farm here, for upgrading like the lower ones and slowly upgrading them to get up your other characters and get up their rarities. But the problem is I've been so focused on that I have not really done anything else on my characters whatsoever. I've been missing tons of dungeons such as the Arcane Keep. I've been missing other dungeons such as the Force Keep, which luckily I don't have to run this too much. I only think I need to get Rector Draft up. That's a red one that I'm really working on right now, so I can honestly wait on this. But I've been missing Spirit Keep for missions, Void Keep, Magic Keep quite often. I have a ton of blue characters that are actually decent, some of them being like Uugo, some of them being, I think Tagoar is actually one of them that I have not even decided to get up this character, who's actually really good as well. And then someone actually recommended me to get up this character as well, seeing that they are pretty dang good at being an attacker. So I've been missing a lot on at least a ton of this stuff here, and it has really set me back. But there are going to be some ways that I'm going to try and at least fix this to make it a little bit better. One of the first things that I want to go ahead and do and actually try to fix my account a little bit more is, one, I got to start paying attention to my main team. So with Rector Draft as well as Uugo, seeing they are in my main team, I really do need to focus on getting them fully completed to actually have them with their whole on base stats. Now, granted, they are level 60, which is perfectly fine, but where I'm having a huge problem here is I'm missing some ascension mats. Even with their skills, they're pretty much maxed out. I can go ahead and check out Uugo, and he's pretty much maxed out as well. The only problem is my ascension stats. These ascension stats are making my characters live a lot longer and pretty much be very prepared for certain fights, and I have not been doing this. So we're gonna try and at least start getting these on up here. I've already been doing a lot for Uugo. The only thing I need is going to be these big dudes here, which are quite expensive. So I've been trying my hardest to get further in Arcane Keep, which we're currently on stage 18. I think this is the furthest I honestly can go. I haven't tried 19 just yet, but eventually I want to get to the stage 20 to kind of complete this on out and start grinding the bigger related Arcane Keep stuff, because honestly, that is very much so needed. And with the amount of things that I've been doing currently, we're kind of slacking. So we definitely got to at least step it up somehow. Now, the next thing that is going to allow me to really fix my account is hardcore focusing on these missions, because these missions give me a lot of things to set me up. Like, we're able to have artifacts in here. We got stamina. We got a ton of things that if I was just going ahead and following these missions, honestly, I think my account would be on a better track. Now, we've only been playing this game for about, like, I want to say 3 weeks, if I'm correct. Maybe almost a whole month, because our first time that we started playing was around December 3rd or the 5th or something like that. So yeah, we do have a lot of time, or at least it's only been a little bit of time here, but still it has a lot of mess ups. Now, with these mess ups that I've done, luckily they've been early in and I haven't messed up too badly, but it has set me back exponentially. There's a couple things that honestly I have not been working on. The Guardian Ring has been another one I've been trying to do passively, but I've not fully put my mind on it. So we have a lot of things that I truly do want to go ahead and focus on here, and we're going to slowly divvy more into it. Now, I think the best thing that I could try to do, especially when it does come down to focusing my team first, especially for completing, is I want to get done with all their stars. Their stars is always going to be the most prominent thing, but afterwards I need to start focusing more into Minotaur's Labyrinth. I think I did a video on this not too long ago here. And the thing with Minotaur's Labyrinth is it's going to allow your characters to start performing at their best potential here. By getting these said scrolls here, sometimes you're going to get them for the said character, and they're going to unlock this thing that is going to be these being mastery. I got all of Tholin Foulbeards up here, so I don't really have to worry about this, but I still need to work on Rector Drafts as well as Ugo's to really get me in that standpoint. Now, I got a couple on me right now, but the problem with these things is they do take a ton. You can only choose 2 paths with them, and honestly, so far, the only person that has hardcore gotten a lot from me is obviously Tholin, and then we've gotten a few on Kyle, but really everything else has just been scattered around. We have not tried to get this on any other characters, and it is setting us back. To be honest, when it does come down to the mysteries themselves as well, they do get fairly expensive. As you can see, this one upgrade, and this is the 3rd line here, is costing me 80. So the faster I get at least to work on this and start getting my main team fully at least started on up, the easier it will be for me with grinding sessions, as well as just getting done with a lot of the future stuff as possible, which is going to be great. Now, the other thing that honestly will help out my main team in general that I could possibly end up focusing on is my gear. Now, gear is kind of the place that I'm still a little bit foggy on. I do know a little bit about it. I've been using a website that's been helping me out quite a lot with understanding, but gear is kind of an issue for me. And I do want some help with this, and hopefully you guys can come in to at least come in handy with some of this as well. But in the comment section, if any of you can, is there a good way to get gear? Now, I do know, of course, there's some dungeons here, which we've done them in the past, where we have, of course, let's go. We have Ice Golem's Peak, we have Dragon's Lair, and I've been doing these guys to get some of my gear pieces. But I have noticed that a lot of these characters, I'm unsure if I should just be working on the basic gear pieces. Some of those basic gear pieces being like lifesteal set, or some of them just being your regular speed set, stuff like that. I just need someone to help me out on that one. I've been trying to kind of do it on my own, but I do think I'm making a huge mess up here because I started investing into that newer gear that I ended up getting from one of the boxes, which I think it was, let me find it here. It's Fatal I do want to get. This one's actually a good one. I think it was Resilience, the one that I found. Oh no, Righteousness here. And my problem was I wanted to invest into this, but it does seem like it's not really too helpful. I do remember someone telling me that honestly the Righteousness set isn't all too good, and it will be of course mismatched around. So I need to start doing a little bit more when it does come down to doing that as well. Just let me know what I should do with this as well when it does come down to doing this whole account measurement, and we're going to move on to the next thing. Now lastly, the thing that I feel like that's going to help my account out the most than anything ever is actually building certain champions that I need to build. Now, one of you guys said I really need to start focusing a little bit more on Xenomorph, seeing that he is pretty dang good for PvP. So I'm probably going to start to at least shift my attention to building this person as well, or at least this champion as well. The only problem is he is a Lego. So legendaries do take a lot more time, and I don't have really the books to do so. So I don't really want to build them off rip. So I'm going to try and at least focus more onto my epics. One of the epics that I do want to go ahead and build is going to be Tagoar, of course. The other one's going to be my Venomage, and then lastly is the dude I referenced earlier, being I want to say Durandil or Durandil, in which this character as well is very interesting to me. So I want to know exactly if this is the right track that I should be going on, especially when it does come down to my epics, because there's just so many mistakes I've already made that honestly I have to try and correct as fast as possible. I've seen some other people's accounts when it does come down to it, and man, if you don't correct these as quick as possible, you're going to be left in the dust for quite some time, and it's going to be hard for you to get out of this little hole. So I'm gonna try my best to go ahead and get out of this hole as fast as possible here. If anyone does have any suggestions for it, be sure to let me know. But we got to climb up our power a little bit more, because this right here is not good. But for now, thank you guys for watching the video, and as always, stay safe, stay sharp. Peace. Oh, and one last thing before I say peace out. If you want to have an account like this, be sure to of course click my link down below. It gives you $200 worth of stuff that you can easily use, so try to knock that out as well and have a fun time grinding. But till then, everybody, peace once again.